Since the start of human race, there were many civilizations on earth. Many civilizations ended, but only a few are really popular and mark their presence on the pages of history that cannot be forgotten till today. The Egyptian civilization is one of them. Perhaps it is the most prevalent and most mysterious of all the old civilizations on earth. Said the mummies, the pyramids, their beliefs of death, or their culture. Egypt holds so much in it for a curious mind to explore, and it is not a surprise that as many as 91 movies are made on the ancient Egyptian civilization. The first movie is as old as 1899, titled Cleopatra, and the latest, The Mummy, in 2017, which is our video topic today. What are mummies? How and why they were made? What the Egyptians believed about the life after death? All this we are about to learn in this video. Let's begin our episode. It is very common that a dead body starts decomposing immediately after death. The cells in the body stop functioning and no new cells are born like when we are alive. And the fluids responsible for a perfect living, like the digestive fluids, start to do the contrary, destruction of the body. The first step to preserve the body is to remove these enzymes, but this is very difficult to do, and the Egyptians found a process to preserve the body, and this is what we call mummification. The Egyptians believed that there is a life after death, and death is just a temporary break. The soul takes a new body, but until the gods take the soul to a new body, the soul rests in this body. So it is very crucial to preserve this body and make it a fit habitat for the soul. If the body is destroyed, the soul also gets destroyed, they believed. Now we'll know how mummies are made. Firstly, they take out all the internal organs that contain the enzymes that can cause decay of the body. They start with the brain, because brain is one of the first organs in our body to start decomposing after death. For this, they make a hole to the skull through the nose by hitting a sharp tool. Then they use a hook to reach brain and stir it to make a fluid, and this fluid is poured down through nose. Then they fill the empty skull with anti-decomposing liquids and enzymes from trees. They did not view brain as a pivotal organ at all, so they did not preserve brain. Then they take out the intestines and liver and other digestive organs because they contain digestive enzymes. As already stated, these enzymes responsible for life start destroying the body, so they remove all these. And then lungs are removed, but the heart is not taken out because the Egyptians believed the heart is the home of soul. Heart is the source of feelings, intelligence and emotions, so it is mummified with the body. All the organs removed are stored in canopic jars. These jars have their protecting gods on them. Imseti god with a human head was associated with preserving liver. Hapi god with a baboon head protected lungs. Duamutef god with jackal head was believed to take care of the belly. Kebesenef god with falcon head would be responsible for the intestines. Even today, many canopic jars with their respective gods can be seen in Egypt. After removing organs, the next step is to demoisturize the whole body and organs. For this, the body and organs are covered with natron, a type of salt. By osmosis, the moisture is taken out from body through the salt and all bacteria is killed. This is done for 40 days. By this, the body loses 75% of its weight and becomes like a dry stick. And to this body, they add fragrant fluids and plant juices which act like an adhesive between the body and cloth. Then, a linen cloth is used to wrap the whole body in many folds. While doing this, for a king, the hands are kept crossed. For any other, hands are left straight. Then they tie spelled amulets and talisman to the mummy body. A painting of the dead person is painted on the face and name is written on the feet. Then the body is sealed into a coffin called sarcophagus, and they were placed usually in pyramids and some tunnels. The whole process would take 70 days. The process of mummification depends on the status of the dead person. For pharaohs who were kings, they used gold. For other rich persons, they used stone with beautiful carvings on it. For normal people, they used wood. Remember, all this was done around 5000 years ago. Surprising that economical inequalities existed at that time also. And these mummies were placed in different rooms. On the walls, they inscribed the journey after death, their punishments for their sins in this life, and details of their new life, along with relevant paintings. When Anubis god came to take the soul comes out of the coffin and reads this and follows them to start the voyage after death. The Egyptians also left many useful tools, weapons, clothes, jewelry, and preserved food with the mummy, believing that they will be used in new life. Their dear pets were also mummified, but they were deliberately killed. The creepiest example is when a king died, his 100 wives and servants were also forcefully killed to serve him after life. Putting all them together, the main mummy, the canopic jars with organs, mummies of pets and wives and servants, the entrance to the room was closed so that no one can enter into it and sealed forever.